What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and in this video I just wanted to share with you the wrapping of my Model Y Performance. Some of you may have been wondering like, hey, where's the wrap video for the Model Y, since it's been a couple months already? Well, I've been very busy, and that's why in some weeks I would push out 2 videos just to try to catch up with all the footage that I've compiled and want to share with you guys. But also I was a bit hesitant to do this video because I wasn't really pleased with the results. Not to say that the wrap is ugly. I think what's helping is the wrap color. The color itself is amazing. I love it. But the quality of work is not what I've expected. My Model Y Performance would be our 3rd car that we would be wrapping. We've had 2 previous cars. The first car we wrapped was Abby's old Model Y 7-seater long range, which we wrapped with Wrap Legacy in Upland. And then the second car is our current Model X long range, which we also wrapped with Wrap Legacy. And I went to go and check them out to go see if they can give me a good deal, being that this would be the 3rd car we're taking to their shop. And I'm pretty sure that there's at least 2 or 3 people that went to their shop because of the wrap that they saw with our previous car. I don't have any evidence of that, but you know, I tried to see if they would just help me out with the price a little bit, because these are not inexpensive modifications to the car. So but they weren't able to accommodate to my request, which is fine. I mean, I'm also a business owner, and you know, we all got to make money, right? So I ended up just looking for another shop to try to save a little bit of money, and I found a shop nearby in Montclair, California called Innovative Auto Works. And so I was going to save $600 if I go to their shop. I checked out the Yelp. There's a couple of reviews. There is a Model Y there that they wrapped, and a Model 3 in a matte black. So, and then I reached out to people in the Tesla Club SoCal to see if anyone has heard of the shop. One person did, and he pretty much was like, yeah, they do a pretty good job, but let me talk to the owner and tell him that I know you, and you know, to do a good job and remove the bumpers and all that, make sure, you know, all that stuff. And so right off the bat, like, that should have been a red flag to me, where it's like, if the shop does a good job, shouldn't they do a good job with all customers, not because you know somebody? So right off the bat, that should have been a red flag for me. And like, for instance, I always recommend my friend's tin shop, and this is not a sponsored video, but you've seen many of my videos of his tint shop, and I can easily refer anyone to him. And I'm not even gonna have you like, oh, make sure you say that I sent you or whatever, and they'll treat you better. And it's like, no, because I know that Miguel from the tint shop that I go to will do the exact same job, the exact same quality, the exact same customer service, no matter who it is and whether or not I send them. So I don't need to do that. And so that should have been a red flag raised already. Like, why do you need to let him know that you're gonna, you know, I'm gonna come your way and he sent me and he's gonna do an extra good job? But anyway, so I left the car on Monday, and typically wrap jobs take about a week. Usually you leave it on Monday and you get it on Friday. And this is just based on the 2 previous cars we've got wrapped from the other shop. And so I was going there almost every day just to check up on it. And towards later of the week, I started noticing like, man, I don't think they're gonna finish this car. you know, by the end of the week. And so as the weekend got closer, you know, it seemed like they were going to rush this, and I was getting a little bit concerned. But anyway, on Sunday, I went to go pick it up. From far away, the car looked amazing. It's like awesome. And then as you get closer, these are the things that I noted. So I'm going to insert some video clips that I've noticed, and let me know what you think. Okay, so a couple of things with this wrap. They didn't remove the bumper, and so what happens is you can't tuck it in well if you don't remove the bumper. You can still see the white. So with wraps, you need to remove the bumpers so you have enough slack to tuck it under. And so that's just one area, and here's another area. You see it's coming off. It's not tucked in well. But on the other side, like that's how it's supposed to look. You can see there's a gap. But on this side, don't see that at all. So I got the side mirrors wrapped with the vinyl, and you could just see the overlapping right there. For the rear bumper, again, it wasn't removed, so you can't just tuck it in. You can't tuck it in. You can see the white underneath. Here's where the tail light is. I don't think they even removed the tail light. Here's the other side. So they tucked it in, but not. They need to tuck it in more because you could still see the white. Now back to the front bumper. This is the grill area. See how they overlapped here? Not supposed to be like that. And then there's a piece here, like it started opening up. Can't find it anymore because I pushed it in. But yeah, the overlap occurs all the way across. All right, so now we're in the rear where my spoiler should be, but I don't know if you could tell from this video. You can see where the overlap occurs, and it's all the way across. Right there. Shouldn't be like that. At least our Model X and our previous Model Y wasn't like that. Now for the door handles, like when you open it, you see you really should be in there more. So, but I want to show you how it's supposed to be, or at least how it should be. The doors, they need to be tucked in like that. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know, but at least it's tucked and wrapped around. What happened here in the passenger rear door, it wasn't. See? So you can see the white when you close it. You can see it. Here you don't see it because it's tucked behind the door. And this is the driver's side mirror, and as you can see, it's like coming off. So, and also I think you could even see the overlapping. Now here where the mud guards are, or the mud flaps, you didn't really put back this foam thing. So they did remove this, but they didn't put this back properly, so yeah. Now for the driver's side camera, it's loose. They didn't put double-sided tape when they were finished. Driver's side is fine, although it is still kind of loose now that I look at it, but there should be double-sided tape on these. So yeah, that was a bit disappointed, a little bummed out. Like the excitement of just seeing that color on my car was pretty much replaced with just like disappointment. But the car looks amazing from far away, and if you don't like peek at every little corner and stuff, then you probably won't even notice it. But being that I am the owner, I see that car every day, I use that car every day. Little things do pop up. In the shop's defense, I took it back and they did work on the issues that I showed to them. They rewrapped, I believe, at least 40% of the car. They rewrapped it. The door panels, the bumper, they actually removed the front bumper this time and rewrapped it. And then the rear bumper, they did not remove. They gave me an excuse about if you keep removing the rear bumper, then you know the clips loosen up and it doesn't go back to the way it was. So look, I'm not a wrap person, so I believe them. And I mean, part of me was like, but it didn't happen in our other two Teslas. But I'm like, look, if you could do a good job without removing the rear bumper, then so be it, you know, whatever. You guys are the ones working on this. But they did all that without me having to add more things because it's their fault. But the front bumper, I've talked to a number of people. They say that is the hardest part to wrap around the grill area. You just can't do one piece. Again, the Model X that we have and our previous Model Y wrap legacy, they did it in one piece. There's no like overlapping or anything like that. No folds, nothing. They did an amazing job. And it's like every time I think about it, I'm like, why did I not just go back there? You know? So, but yeah, there's still folds on the bumper. There's some bubbles. There's even scratches. What I forgot to mention, if you've seen the video of, I believe it's the 1 year review of my Model Y, I showed you like a scratch in the front bumper because of my electric bike pedal. I hit it, so there's like a deep gash. You can see like someone like bit it. And so I mentioned it to them, if they could just sand it, because if they don't sand it, it's gonna show through the wrap. Guess what? They didn't sand it, and I showed it to them. So I guess luckily they had to redo the bumper anyway, so they fixed it. They actually did sand it. But yeah, there's just scratches, like bubbles. And when I took the car back, there was a Lamborghini there. And I asked like, oh, what are you guys gonna do to this car? They're gonna PPF it. And I talked to the owner and I'm like, look, man, you know, I've been easy on you guys with my reactions, and I'm trying to be fair at the same time, and I'm giving you a chance to correct your mistakes. Being that I'm a fellow business owner, but there's a Lamborghini in your garage. Do not do the same thing you did to my car, to this car, because the owner may not be as patient or as forgiving. So I just gave him that advice. At the same time, I'm leaving them with my car once again. But I already paid for it, and I'm giving them a chance to fix it. And so they fixed a bunch of things, but there's just little things that are just, it just doesn't meet my expectations. It doesn't, like, I'm just a little bit bummed about it. I mean, it has improved the results, but I came back another time because I was waiting for some other decals and stickers, and they needed to put back my rear spoiler. They put the rear spoiler back. It wasn't lined up well, and so they removed it. But while removing it, like, the installer, how can I put this? He has like a heavy hand. Like, he's pretty rough with stuff. I wasn't too concerned because carbon fiber is pretty strong, but the way he was just like handling it, like the dude had no patience. Like I see other people who are great with the craft, with their craft. Again, I've been to the other wrap shop that I should have went to, and that is not how they work with things. Like they're like surgeons. You know, like I don't know how else to explain it. You could tell when someone is really like they're putting in their pride behind their work. They know what they're doing. Like it's just like the back of their hand. They know how to do things, and that's not what I saw while he was trying to apply my spoiler and then remove it and then anyway, the spoiler is messed up too. So there's gaps in there, and what concerns me is whenever I wash the car, like the soap and stuff would maybe weaken the adhesive. So I don't know. And plus, while he was removing it to try to reapply it, he ripped a piece of the wrap underneath the spoiler. So there goes that. There goes the idea of maybe we should not put the spoiler on. Let's just remove it. There goes that. But yeah, I mean, there's still some bubbles. The front bumper still has the fold. The scratches are still there. Like I don't understand it. Now, some of you are probably gonna be like, man, this guy complains too much or whatever. But like I said, my standards got set too high because of shops like Rap Legacy that I wish I would have just went there instead of trying to save money. I mean, am I gonna be blamed for that? I like to save money, don't you? If I were to put value on my time, which I do, I would say, let's say my time is worth $30 an hour, and I wasted time bringing the car back there when it should have been done right the first time. I went back twice, and I lost the car for another week when I left it there for them to correct it. So if I feel that my time is $30 an hour, like, and I saved $600, like that $600 savings is pretty much down the toilet. Plus, if I ever want to replace those cameras, that's $300. You may be asking, well, why don't you go back to the shop and just have them fix it or whatever? And honestly, I've been trying to reach out to the person, the owner, and it's a waste of more of my time. I just want to get past it and just move on. This is a lesson learned for me, and I'm doing this video maybe to hopefully help some of you who are considering wrapping your car. Find a reputable shop. I tried to help out another shop that's brand new, gave them a chance, and that's what I get. And at the same time, the wrap itself, if I had to put a grade on it, I would say 70%, like a C, a grade letter C, right? So at least it's that. It's not like a total, it's really messed up. Now, I found out that another club member went to that shop, and I found out too late. Had I known that this club member was going there, I would have reached out and just told them my experience and have them decide whether or not they want to continue to go with the shop. But it was too late. It was already too late. And when I found out, her car was pretty much done, and we went back and forth on Instagram just sharing stories, and it's pretty much the same. And I think her car was worse off than mine was. So I don't know what she's going to do, but I'm gonna try to leave this video on a positive note. I love the wrap. I get double looks when I'm on the road. Like they trip out, like, wow, the color changes, from blue to green to gold. I get thumbs up on the road, and the color choice was great. I actually saw it on a BMW from that shop. They wrapped an BMW iX with the same wrap. But yeah, I wonder if they messed up their wrap or they're not as critical as I am. Maybe I'm overlooking at it. I do not know. Let me know if I'm just nitpicking things. If I had to do it all over again, I would have stayed with the previous shop and paid the extra money because of the time that I've wasted. And if it's not even just the time, I felt robbed by like I should have just loved this 100% instead of like, oh, this is a nice color, but dang, look at this and look at that and look at that. So I think that one is the one that bothers me more. If it just seems like I got gypped on how I'm supposed to react to it because of all the flaws that the shop did. But yeah, grade letter is a C. If you were to ask me, if you were in my area and you were to ask me about that shop, to be honest, I'm not gonna recommend it. I'm gonna recommend Rap Legacy. Again, this is not a sponsored video, but based on the 2 cars that they've done, that's the shop I'm gonna take my future cars. And if someone were to ask, that is the shop I would tell them to go to, or at least check out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see behind the scenes of the Model X wrap, go check out this video. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.